Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Here's the give to Irving. He danced away from one tackle, but unable to dance away from the rest of the defense. No gain on that play.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Now Mayfield. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Gotta cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
3rd down. Here's Mayfield. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, discussing them, and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
Begins his return at the 16. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Texans to the line. 1st and 10. On play action, here's Stroud. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, so this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
That's back-to-back for Dell. And this is a small pickup to the 39-yard line. Stop that time by Jamel Dean. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
To the air, Stroud. Trying to set up the screen for Mixon. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. 6-yard gain on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
To this day, I could still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45.
Robin.
Throwing again, it's Stroud. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line.
Another Texans.
Again, Stroud. That's incomplete left side.
Jeez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line.
Here we go.
To the air yet again. It's Stroud. This is a heater going deep. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Try getting it to Nico Collins. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
10 yards to go.
All right.
Here's Stroud again. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Levante David. And the Buccaneers return the interception almost to midfield before the tackle's made.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Third and long for him here. Rolling left, buying some time. He's on the run, deep down the middle. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
And this doesn't just reach the end zone. He kicked that one all the way through it for a touchback. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Here we go.
Stroud off the play fake. Lasers this one deep down the middle. Oh, brother, it's another interception. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. Well, what better way to follow up one interception than by getting back out there and picking off another on the first play of the very next drive.
And think of all the work the offense just did on the sideline to try and recover. It's put together a good plan. Here's your adjustment. And in just one play, you flush it all down the toilet.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Throwing, Baker. Taking a shot deep here. He's got it inside the 25. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. Pick up there of 39 yards. And the Bucs have the first. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. That one connects. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers will add to their lead at the end of the half. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. So before we get into attempts, there's contact up front. Will it make this field goal easier or harder? All right, so with the penalty, a chance to go for 2 from the 1, or they could elect to try a shorter kick. That kick a whole lot easier after that penalty, right? And he sent it through. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's Traymon Smith with the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. 1st down, Stroud. Dumped off to his running back. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
And the Texans, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They go play action with Stroud. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. He was trying to find Christian Kirk there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
All right. 118. What's that?
Looking to throw. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. Nico Collins, the intended target. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
118.
He'll throw it. He's trying to go deep again. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's Smith on the return. Good work so far. He's got room. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Why Tony?
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield down inside the 45-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 43.
First down.
Ow! Look the hot.
1st and 10 at the 43.
Back to throw, Stroud. Connects downfield, on target to Dell. He goes the distance, touchdown Houston! The Texans cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Tank Dell the touchdown, his 2nd scoring catch of the game. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And it's hauled in inside the end zone for 2. That trims the lead just a little bit.
Texans 16.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away.
Houston.
Johnson now on the return. This makes it up to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. Handoff headed right. Irving. Who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Kalen Bullock up to make the stop.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Baker now. That's caught. It's Cade Otton. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. So 1st down from the 41.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Mayfield. Out left, and Otton makes the grab. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. Hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. They'll come up on 1st and 10.
That's another Buccaneers 1st down.
Working inside the red zone. Finds the in route complete. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Offense up to the line fast. This is Irving on 2nd. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Here's Baker. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Intended target there was Mike Evans, and that makes it 2nd and goal. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100.
And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers now lead by 10. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's Smith on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Here we go. Good.
Stroud to throw on 1st down. Headed out right. Now he takes it. And this one does not go far.
The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
Motioning the tight end now. Stroud completes it quick. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
And the Texans.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. And they pick him off again! And the Buccaneers take over once again after forcing his 4th interception of the night.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! Dead.
On 1st down, they're going to run with Irving. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, a nice little run to set the table.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
Real. Dead.
To throw, Mayfield. Completed over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. You see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
And he'll get this through midfield and starts pushing into Texans territory.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3. And the 48.
2nd and 3 now.
Watch out!
And they just get the play off. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. The Buccaneers have that football, partner, and more importantly, they've got a good lead. First and 10 from the 43.
Dead. 180! What's up?
Running right, it's Irving. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
First and 10 from the 32.
Regular. What's up?
Here's Baker to throw. It is caught left side. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
We get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
And he's going to take this to the 23. The stop made to set up 3rd and very short.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
What's up?
Irving trying to run for the 1st. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up. The lead looks safe, but the penalty's staying down. They're going for this. Mayfield throwing on 4th. He finds the rookie from Ohio State. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. That is a clutch 7-yard pickup, partner. Pays off the call to go for it there on 4th down.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. But you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
We're 33. Good sec. Watch one.
On the give, this is Irving. And second down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
20. Done. Watch one.
Baker out of the pistol. Has it at the 7. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
First and goal. Here's Irving. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down. Baker now from the gun. And it's incomplete on third and goal. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that brings up fourth and goal. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that passing, Buck. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player, and now as a coach, please don't do that again.
The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that extends their lead to 14.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game. It really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
First down.
All right.
First and 10.
From the gun, Stroud. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10.
All right.
Shotgun now for Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Into the hands of Schultz. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
They've got to go for it in his spot, Brock. This is fourth down. Desperation time here. That's caught. This is Kirk. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. The right call at the right time, Brock. Give him 9 and a successful conversion on 4th.
Why, Tony?
First and 10.
Throwing again, it's Stroud. Again, he connects with Collins. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown! I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. Well, Brock, that proved proved a little too tough to stick to. Turns out it was the right route to get a touchdown on that play.
Yeah, those corner routes can be some high risk at times, but big-time rewards. Think about this for a second, Kate. We talk all the time about the efficiency of a slant route and in breaking, that angle breaking in. Right, higher completion rate, you're throwing something breaking in. You have a corner that breaks out. Obviously, the efficiency may not be there, but boy, touchdowns and big touchdowns can follow when the two stay connected.
Fairbairn, the kickoff for Houston.
And the Bucs are able to get to this kick, and now they're just a few moments from victory.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Carry here for Irving. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Houston calls it second timeout. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Irving on the counter. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Final timeout called by the Texans. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them, keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. He'll throw it. And a defender's there to knock this away. That effort means it's 4th down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two, it could have gone the other way.
Look at him. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. Back to throw. Escapes the pocket. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Benjamin Morrison comes up with it.
I don't know how many you could have next to you, Kate, that have been in this spot before, okay? I have thrown 5 interceptions in the game and have to be a rivalry game back in college. It was one of the most humbling, horrific experiences of my life. Please, Coach, take this player out. We do not need to see another interception added to his ledger.
Again for the first time to Rashad White. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. You're going to pass it here. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted! Kamari Lassiter with the pick. And the Texans get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
Okay, you know, as a quarterback, every single interception stings. But those you throw in crunch time. In the final couple minutes with your team relying on you, that's one this quarterback is not going to forget.
And the hit separates the football, and that is what ends this game. What a play! So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Buccaneers winners, as we'll see you next time from Houston.